Hey, Miss Parvati. Lovely to see.
Things going?
Been keeping him careful. Best to ask.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house. Oh.
Something You run into any trouble? Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Skimp out on the You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room.
Sure.
What can I... You know about Eugene? How? You probably heard it from one of our local gossip mongers. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom. That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of SAPCER'S choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body. And
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm... Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU. Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's large. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as... It's a miracle of bureaucracy. If Eugene's death were filed as a suicide, we can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great...
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifle. I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means... I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold heart. Just my luck. I asked for backup and the boss sent auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clap. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you... I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saltuna cans, mostly. Some... enlistment fees. Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the... They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind... This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Mechanicals got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, Go on. I'm Ludwig Miller. So, unofficially, strictly between you and me,
Grave digging's a fine profession. Yeah? The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the aether never to be found again? Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing far as rumors go. something? Yeah? Well, yeah. Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene... Let me know if you... You run into any... reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting... And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Suppose you've earned it.
We can handle this! Last one! That's the last of them! Aw, he ain't in for it. Bet I could fix him up smart.
Forming an area sweep now.
Never seen the... You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden. On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there.
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna... You're not a big drinker, are you?
Never seen the veil. Feast your eyes, soldier. This here's a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit. Designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical... You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand... Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account... I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. If you die horribly...
Sister.
Here they come! Bouncing! The last of them! Easy.
If you've come to ask forgiveness for Reed Thompson's murder, I'm afraid OSI theology has little... Any action humans take is, by definition... Of course, the law is an entirely different matter from the law. Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the What the fuck is this? Is this... It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French! Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following... Well, yes. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universe. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden Please. As if my life should have no greater meaning than Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have... But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find... You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself... Free spiritual counseling, someone to watch your back.
I'm 28.
Exactly. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually... Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers. Fantastic.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery. It is my esteemed... Yes, you caught me room. What's Bocconu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this... The story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the... I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where... And that's how I ended up assigned prison duty, where I was fool enough to let an inmate bend my ear with stories of... I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book... That's a good... We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for... I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to... Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my... I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems. Thank you.
Never. Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look at. So this is it then. The key to humanity. I would reward you with the gratitude of the resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactical.
This was a nice family. No. Look at that! That's a complete set. All 3 parts. Aside from you, Ms. Parvati. I swear.
I'm glad we could help, Tom.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption.
I know, I'm trying to think.
Something I can... You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go... Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a... You sound like some type of corporate fixer. Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere. The other day, I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it. Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I... Hey. I'll...
Here we go.
don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
Come out and play. Hiding. Come out and play.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. What, you mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty? I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back. No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that... I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically... I've got... Yeah? Or what? You know, you make a very convincing point. This place was getting dull. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look.
Back to the old cannery, huh? We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to... You pretty much did my job for me. Let me know if I can do something for you. What happened? Sprat fell into a trap.
Zoe says she fought a... Nothing.
regret taking us on. Don't mess with us. That's the last of them.
Right there! Our skills are unrivaled.
Damn! That's the last of them.
A friend of mine died a couple
I've never actually been in here.
Something to report? We pay by the finger. What do you have for me? Gil Antrim. Real name, Guillaume. Duly processed by a freelancer on behalf of SAPCER'S Choice. I remember him. He was just a kid last I saw him. Shame. I'll just need your signature here. Mabel Burgess. Age 37. Right or left-handed? I remember Doc Burgess. Conducted my physical every fiscal quarter. Guess she couldn't keep her hands off her patient's medicine. Still one outstanding bounty. If you've got a finger, I've got the paperwork. Here we are. Bertie Cotton. Cause of death. Let's just say overwhelming physical trauma. Bert was the local preacher before Max took over. Always was quick to remind us that we all get what we deserve in the end. Well, that's all three. I must remember to requisition some more fingerprint to ink. Here's all the compensation you've earned. You've done such a bang-up job hunting down our former workers that I thought it only proper to deputize you. Congratulations. Let me stop you there. It is official SAPCER'S Choice policy that all Marauders, regardless of prior affiliation to the SAPCER'S Choice brand, ever since the company first settled the Vale. Life's good out here, but it ain't easy. Some folk can't keep pace with the demands of frontier life. Not everyone's cut out to work in Edgewater. Some turn deserter, some turn marauder. None of them get my sympathy. Everybody likes Adrenatime. It is the finest medical drug ever developed by SAPCER'S Choice. Sure, a little too much Adrenatime can bring out the violent animal in you, but if overdosing on Adrenatime turns you into a lunatic, you have only your... Says so right on the warning label. Violent psychosis is a well-documented and legally accounted for side effect. What's... As long as your question... If this is a setup to a joke, you should know I've never found anything amusing in my... I don't serve Edgewater. Edgewater and the entire region of Emerald Vale serves SAPCER. SAPCER'S Choice is a wholly owned subsidiary of Universal Defense Logistics, which occupies a seat, also known as the board. I must admit it bothers me that you don't... Flattery won't get you anywhere with me. The bureaucracy is a noble profession, but not all of us are...
Just between you and me, I'm glad you helped Pelham back there.
Hey, thanks for helping me back in that cave. You got a real knack for curative work.
Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.